again, at least at my house. How is it going for you all? Last slideshow, dust bunnies. Kind of fitting, wasn't it? Well done. Welcome, Chatterbox. So good to see you. I've just been reading along as fast as I can. It's like Evelyn Wood's speed reading around here. I'm getting pretty good at catching those words here and there. Anyway, really nice to see you guys. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Producer's in his place, bossing me around like he likes to do. Sejr's in his place. I am Mary Gunn of Mary Gunn Fun, your intrepid host of Craft Roulette, welcoming you to episode 208. We started on 1, too. We didn't start at 101. So, this is the real thing. We are here. What is Craft Roulette, you say? What is Craft Roulette? Well, we will tell you more, and you will discover more later in the show. But we are the original ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are live almost every Friday night, leaving a seat for you guys, because you make our Fridays so very, very fun. Really, really appreciate you. If you are watching the replay, we are glad to have you as well. If you are returning from, oh my gosh, did we have so much fun last week with Tracy and Bill Phillips? If you are here returning from the Mindless Crafting crew, we welcome you back. Sejr always has a bunch of friends that join him too, so thank you for coming and joining us. And thank you to those who have been here almost every week for the past 4 years and everywhere in between. Thank you. You make our world just a little bit brighter right here. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, what do we got coming up? Let's see. I've already done part 1, part 2 of my little list. Oh, slideshows. Holy schmokers. You guys broke the record again. We are now, the record is now 473 contributions. Oh, that's a lot of cards. That's just from last week. I am so impressed. I think you guys like sweets and tasty stuff. It was all up our alley, wasn't it? It was all food. So that's kind of what we do. We talk about food, weather, crafts, all those kind of things, stretchy pants, all of that good stuff. If you haven't gone over to see the gallery, it is over on craftroulette.live, episode 207, and it is so full of so many cute cards. Oh, thank you all for spending a little time and giving us a card or two. It was just one. Some of you actually have it 2 because you put in some bonus cards.
Your camera just keep going.
My camera just turned off, but my mouth hasn't turned off. So that's the important. We'll just keep that mouth going. Hey, I'm back. I look a little pale though. Oh well. Anyway, we are going to talk about. So that was record breaking. Thank you guys so much. We'll see what happens this week. Will we get good spins? Time will tell. We do have some housekeeping about our patron/member group. And Mr. Producer's been dropping little hints over in our Facebook group, which is the Craft Roulette Show Facebook group. It is a private group. Just answer the questions and the doors are magically opened. But I'm going to give the mic over to Mr. Producer, because he's the one behind this. He is the wizard behind the curtain. So, Mr. Producer, what do you got?
Well, we've been working towards moving away from our Patreon integration. And so I've been developing my own system. And so we will be doing that, making the move next week. But with that move, there's going to be some more features, and we'll get deeper into those features. You can see a preview of them. But for all of you that are patrons, don't worry. There's going to be a system on the new site. It'll function basically the same as the old site, but instead of using Patreon to log in, you'll have to set up a password, and there will be a migration system. So it'll bring over your Patreon info into the new site in a couple clicks.
And I've looked at it, and it really isn't too hard. It's really quite easy, and the way that it's going to be set up is actually more user friendly for you. So
yeah, I've been putting a lot of work into.
He has.
I've restructured a lot of stuff, but it mostly looks and behaves the same, but it is on much stronger foundation.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I think you're going to love it. It also sets us up for even more rollouts in the future and some more improvements. So don't get worried. We're going to we're also going to have extra Zoom calls for our members. We're going to quit calling them patrons, but we're going to have extra Zoom calls for our members to discuss the different things that are new and that kind of thing. So don't worry. We're going to be fine. You're going to come with us. It's going to be okay. We're going to have a wonderful journey together. If you're wondering what we're talking about, Craft Roulette is sponsored by patrons or now members. We don't have any corporate sponsors at this point.
Not yet.
Not yet. We're not again it. But we don't have them right now. So if you are interested in that, let us know and we can talk to you about it. But if for now, please give us a thumbs up. A Vinny would be much appreciated. Share and hit that notification button and subscribe. We'll just love all those numbers. And so does YouTube, apparently. So we want to make YouTube happy. So they will share us with other crafters all over the world. Because we are all over the world. It's such a fun thing. This week, if you are one of those 473 cards, you will be eligible for some spinning winning. Our sponsors have been so great this March, and this is their last week to give their stuff away, for us to give their stuff away. Who were those sponsors this month, Mr. Producer? We'd like to thank Bella Craft Publishing. Anne was on earlier this month. She is giving away a BellaCon 2024 ticket. Very exciting. My favorite things, we also had Libby Hickson on, and they are giving away a gift certificate and have all month long. I know you guys have enjoyed going shopping on their dime. Trinity Stamps is giving away a $30 gift certificate each and every week, and you might want to get your creative companion from Craft Roulette in cahoots with Trinity and Whimsy Stamps. Thank you so much, Denise, for offering another $25 for everybody each week to those winners, and they've just sent in a card. It is the coolest thing. We love giving away other people's stuff. Plus, we have given away lots of Krugs and goodie bags as well. We do have so if you play tonight or this weekend for 208, which we hope you do, and we'll explain that later, you will be eligible for different prizes. I did explain who our sponsors were on Tuesday and on our other show, and then I will be posting them in our Facebook group, etc., etc. So stay tuned because they're good. You're not going to want to miss an opportunity to win one of those prizes. It's great. I love it. So much fun. Like I said, we are not sponsored by any corporations, or we don't even get gift certificates. It's just amazing. What is wrong with my camera tonight? It's being fussy. But we do want to welcome this week some new patrons, Chanel Gonzalez and Lynn, man, I hope I'm getting this right, Shavara, maybe? We'll just say that's true. I don't know. You'll have to give me a lesson on your names. We do appreciate you coming along and becoming new members to Craft Roulette and giving us some support. My hands. Hello. I'll do a crafty owl hand. Hello. Gosh, who knows what's going on? Also, I did want to say I noticed a couple people have had to cancel their subscription or their membership. And I just want to thank you so much for giving us the support that you did over the months that you were with us. We appreciate you so much, and hope the camera is good. He's taken the gut. It's warm. He's saying it's like he's letting the air in. He's opened up its back door. Who knew? There is never a dull moment when you're going live on YouTube, is it? There is not. Eunice is in the camera. This is oh, doggone it. Yeah, it is Eunice. This is no April Fool's joke. This is not what we do for April Fools around here. Do want to also say, and I can do this without any face camera. Gosh, I always complain about my face camera. Now I don't have it. And I'm like, oh man, I don't have my face camera. I'm kind of sad. But We do have some merchandise. We have our stamp set and our die set. You can find that over on craftroulette.live. Support our efforts. We also have teamed up with Trinity for a die, mostly die set, our sets that have been influenced by Craft Roulette. And the thing that I love most, the Craft Roulette Creative Companion, where 99.9% of the people that have gotten it love it. And we are all doing different things in here. I am enjoying it. I've had it since the first of the year. I've been enjoying adding my little snippets and memories and evolving my own little style of saving information inside my book.
There's two fans on the camera. I'm going to give it about 30 more seconds, and I'm going to try turning it on again. So cover for 30 more seconds, Mom.
Oh, okay. Would you like a song and dance? No, probably not that one. So I did not have any ice cream last week. We did have a wonderful set of parameters. Bill and Tracy Phillips were so much fun. I enjoyed meeting a lot of their friends. Thank you so much for sharing Craft Roulette with so many people. And also, if you met Amanda Stevens at Creativation and you are here because she told you about Craft Roulette, she is one of our best, wonderfulest ambassadors for Craft Roulette, and she was at Creativation last week with Pear Blossom Press, the people that have the guts for the lights. And I was talking to her today, and she was telling me how many people she talked to about Craft Roulette. So welcome. I'm glad to have you here. Thank you, Amanda, for being ambassador extraordinaire. We appreciate your friendliness and your outgoing nature. Yes, you're great. And go over and check out her website, Craft at Pear Blossom Press. She's doing good things with some interesting techniques and whatnot for card makers. Am I back on?
I think so. I think we're good. Well,
Okay.
We'll see.
Well,
We will see.
very good. Eunice, go away. We just don't want you, Eunice. Eunice is our scapegoat for all things that go wrong technically.
Let's go ahead and bring Sejr on.
Let's do it. The card maker, the storyteller, the talent from British Columbia, Canada, Sejr Andersen. Welcome.
Thank
Well,
you.
have we just gotten rid of our problems? Are we done?
I hope so.
I
hope my camera
hope
stays
so
on.
too, my friend. You have been around a couple of times here on Craft Roulette, but there may be somebody that hasn't met you. Could you give us a bird's eye view of who you are and what you do?
My name is Sejr. As you said, I'm from Canada, Victoria. It's absolutely beautiful today. And I am just a crafter who started roughly around COVID time and just really got into card making and thought I would create a YouTube channel, which I still maintain. And it's just my crafty journey where I just have fun creating videos and chatting along the whole way and just trying to bring a little light to everything that I touch and join. So Craft Roulette is definitely one of them. It's one of my favorite places to be. And I'm also on two design teams. One's Kendra Card Challenge and the other one is Pajama Crafter Stamps. And so I am spreading a little bit, and it's been a lot of fun.
You are. That's how I found you. You did a process video for us, and I just was like, this guy's really cute and fun. He's just so happy, and he's talking about Craft Roulette going, I really don't know that much about it, but it seems they give away prizes and all these things, and you just were like jumping in there going, I don't know what they're really doing, but I'm going to talk about it anyway. So so we are glad that you jumped in. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known you. Maybe. I probably would have found you. Anyway. Yeah, you've been on twice?
Yes, so this is my third time. The first time was, I think, about January, February last year.
Yeah.
And then maybe last year, I can't remember. And then the World Card Making Day, I made a guest appearance, which was fun.
Yeah, that was quite the day, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
You think we should
I think
do
it was
that
a little
again?
more for you. It was quite
6
the day for you.
hours of smiling. I didn't know I could smile that long. But yeah, I was
When
like,
you know
almost.
you can't, when you try to stop smiling and your smile's still there.
just keeps coming. I need a little toothpicks. You know, they talk about toothpicks for your eyeballs, but I need a little smile toothpicks. That could really hurt. Anyway, well, yeah, you've been a great asset to Craft Roulette. You're a good friend. And we appreciate you being here. Now, I can't believe, even after all this time, you still had a few questions about Craft Roulette. Did you have a question?
I did. I'm kind of wondering why I'm here. What is Craft Roulette?
Set you right up. Ba-dum-dum. Well, let's find out. We've got a little video to share. We'll be right back for the get ready to do some spinning. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for saving the day, Mr. Producer. Sejr, hopefully that was all we have in the glitch line. We'll be right back.
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Am I on? Am I still on? Is it working? Hello? Hello, this is Mary Gunn. Am I on the right planet? Oh my gosh. I guess April Fool's just came a little too early right around here with that camera. Anyway, it seems to be working, so we will carry on as if we know what we're doing. It was really good, fast movement on Mr. Producer's part. Well done. So, last week we had a record-breaking week. Too much fun. We had 473 contributions. Now we are up to 32,074 total contributions. Week after week, huh, Patty Beck? Look at you guys all pile in there. It is so good to see you all over the world. We are missing a few people from our little hemispheres there. I miss you, but glad for all that were able to join us. Let's see. Last week, the report was just...
We'll skip that part.
Oh, thank you.
I'm gonna adjust that.
Good. I don't know ever what to say. However, I did write down a comment from Cordelia Alderman. She knows all about Craft Roulette. And she said she thought the combinations were so great that she had over 331,776 different card ideas floating in her head and wondered if it will ever happen again. We did have an A2 card, which is what Tracy wanted. We had ice cream store colors, tasty or tastes, and add a banner, which Tracy ended up choosing as well because she got Crafter's Choice. That was my card. I updated it and put him in Miami. I'll show that to you maybe during the craft time. It was a fun card to make. It was a fun episode to have her on. Bill Phillips, there, he got to be in the guest spot because he was right there playing along with us, wasn't he? What a fun man. Thank you, Bill, for sending in a card. Tracy sent in her card. She had so much ice cream it was spilling out of the truck. You guys are great. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, we are going to bring on Sejr to go through our parade of achievements. We are going to welcome our first timers, give a little nod and huzzah for our major milestone achievers, which are like the people that have sent in 25, 50, 75, and so forth cards. Welcome some people to Club 52 and acknowledge our new Mug Clubbers. Mug Clubbers have sent in cards for 100 weeks, which is just remarkable. And those 2 people that we get to send a stamp set to, an exclusive stamp set to, are Crystal Wyckoff and Kathy Morris. Congratulations, ladies. We're so glad that you joined us that many weeks. That is a big, big deal.
Watch out, Sejr. There's a lot of slides.
There's a lot of new people. And we are on a timer. So I get to say their name. Hopefully you get to say a little something, but it won't be much.
I'll say a syllable.
We've already been on the member show together where we got to talk about people in depth. Or their cards, not the people. That sounds like we gossiped, but we didn't. We were just talking about cards. So are we ready? Welcome, first timers. There's a bunch of you. Whole bunch of you. Couture Designs by Debbie from Tennessee. All those little kind of cupcakes were from Tracy's. Joy Brown from Canada with a spoon. Alicia Smith from Wisconsin. Valerie from Canada. Look at all you Canadians.
Yay.
Jean Crosby from England. Pretty cute. Julie from Colorado. Very ice cream story-ish. Oh, I don't know. But Jeton? Welcome. Camper 1965. Cards by, missed that one. Mary Collier. I got confused. Lynn from North Carolina. That's so cute. Powers A Associate and Powers Dorothy A. Wow. Michelle from Texas. Jill Pounds from Ohio. And this will sound a little familiar. John Pounds from Ohio. Well done. Diane Marquez from Florida. That's a cute little can.
These are all amazing.
Who'd know? Kathy C. from Indiana. Look at all you new people. Welcome. Sissy Pants from California. Rebecca Basra from Chatsworth, California. Aunt Terry Fernandez from Washington. Cute cutie. Tina Barker from USA.
Lots of ice cream.
Yes. Linda Wedelin from Minnesota. Yvonne from St. Louis. So much ice cream. Lucy Sell from Dallas, Texas. And cupcakes. Quite a few cupcakes. Lynn Mays Burton from Kentucky. Dylan Jess, I think it is, from Illinois. He's a junior crafter and a first timer. Paula S. from Florida. Diane Cole from South Carolina. There's those dogs. Welcome, everybody. You're very brave, and we are so glad to have you. Our major milestone achievers start with 25 cards. Flufflebun, you made it to 25 weeks. Awesome. Janie Schlangen. Aquila, the Paper Tinker. Deanna Snyder. Donna Shulkuski from North Carolina.
50. Amazing.
I know. Oh, I'm glad you got that. Kelly Shermer, 50 cards. Ellen, 50 cards. Kind of monochromatic. Karen Roberts from Missouri, 50 cards. Crystal Wyckoff, there it is, 100 cards. That's 100 weeks. Kathy Morris, there's her 100th card. Well done. Brenda Gentry, 150 beautiful cards. That's a lot of cards already. Our leading ladies from the week are the same, and we love them. Jackie Jackpot Muller, 168. Her twin Smurf Murphy, 168. Kathy Herring has sent in 172. 5K Now 6K Lamone has sent in 174. Card Monkey Jarvis has sent in 185, never missed a week. And Patty Beck, our leading lady, has sent in 200, or has contributed 202 weeks. Welcome to Club 52, Jan Farnworth. Well done. Carrie Millar from Australia, 52. Whoa. Gloria from Gary, Indiana, 52. Danya from the Villages in Florida, congratulations. Woohoo for Club 52 for Quasi Kitty, and she made her own card. Terry Todd, her own congratulations. I love it. It is the new thing. Congratulations to you all. Club 52, sorry, there's still no perks, no special discounts, no special parking, no lounges at the airport, nothing, no ticket to Creativation or Create, nothing. You just get to make your own congratulations card. I encourage you to make your own business congratulations card, and you get the benefit of saying, I have sent in a card to Craft Roulette for 52 weeks. Well done. You're a bunch of nuts, and we appreciate ya. Sejr,
That's a lot.
do you know how many cards you have sent in? I don't even know.
83-ish.
Really? Wow.
Yes. I'm aimed for 100 this year is my goal.
You can do it. Oh, you'll get there. You'll get there, no
Mhm.
problem. You could even start in June, but we're gonna have you make one of them this week. So you're just gonna whittle it away.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of inspiration.
Yes, a lot of delicious treats. It was very hard watching that and not wanting to munch on my
know.
walnuts over here.
It was really hard not to want to make a mug, like a mug cake or something, because it was, gosh, and we've had several of those weeks where we just had fattening foods as a parameter, and it was like, how much can we take? Someday we're going to end up with Willy Wonka bodies all over everywhere. So
as long as we continue to create, it's
Oompa
okay.
Loompas, they'll say. She must be watching Craft Roulette. She's an Oompa Loompa. Well, are you ready?
I think I am.
Are you feeling it?
I
Well, Mr.
am a ball of nerves, and I am excited.
Oh, all of excitement.
Because someone took my A2 last week. I'm not going to mention any names. And, you know.
Well, we are going to talk about everything, but if it doesn't say it isn't an A2, you can still do an A2.
Yes.
I mean, if it's a, we'll talk about it.
Then I can't complain if you give me the solution. So
we will come up with something, by golly. Well, Mr. Producer, here come the parameters. There they are. We're going to just see what we're going to get. Project colors, element, and random. We do not know at this point. This is a show that we do not teach or do a lot of process kind of thing, but we're just going to see what we come up with and make something. And you guys are always encouraged to join us because it's a heck of a lot of fun. So we are going to talk first about vetoes. Our members get to vote off 4 parameters each and every week. This week, what did they say the wheel cannot make us do? For project, the wheel cannot make us make a paper hug. Now that doesn't mean that we can't send a paper hug or write paper hug on a card. It just means that the wheel can't make us use paper hug as a project theme kind of thing. For colors, what did the members decide to not have us do? Was it condiments, northern lights, planets, or petting zoo? Man, they hate that condiments. They just say no every time they get a chance to say no to condiments. What's wrong with ketchup? What's wrong with mustard? I don't know. Anyway, someday we may get it. Maybe it'll be more closer to summer and make more sense. For element, what did they say no to? Mechanics and mechanical, strings, floating, or jokes and funny. Those are all pretty abstract. Mechanics and mechanicals. I think you don't want the robot. That's what I'm feeling. That's what I'm feeling.
She's trying to sneak robot back on.
I am. That's my new way of saying robot.
you can't fool them.
I can't. Nope, they're on to me. Absolutely on to me. And for random, what did they say no thank you to? Was it stencil, half and half, geometric shapes, or tabs? Tabs. You were happy about that one?
Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good veto.
Yeah. You like geometric shapes,
I do.
right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, there were people in the chat in the discussion. They were saying half and half is for cream or for coffee, but
That makes sense.
you could put half and half. You could make a card with a cup of coffee. That wouldn't be hard. Mr. Andersen, this is when we give it over to you. Do you have your eye on something you'd like to veto? Or not?
Oh yes, half of it. But you know what? Let's just play a game. Let's do this. No vetoes. I'm good.
No vetoes for you. Now, Hat Trick said she'd like to have veto as a parameter so she could veto. It gets a little in the weeds, right? She's kind of abstract that way. Okay, so where would you put your chips if you were at a roulette table?
Well, just like I think last time I was on, it was almost Valentine's Day, so I did all Valentine themed parameters. So that's what I'm going to do this time. So, not Valentine's. 23 holiday.
I was looking for Valentine. Okay, 23.
Colors, 21 Easter eggs.
Easter eggs.
Element, March, because that's where Easter is. So I'm assuming I can get a double whammy there.
Yeah, that's
And
a good idea.
12 for splatter, like pretty Easter eggs.
Oh yeah, and haven't there been some interesting things on the internet how you can color Easter eggs? We were always traditional, but there are some real interesting ways to do it. All right, well, if we get your ways, we will have some holiday project. We will have Easter eggs for the color parameter, March as our element, which, you know, there's a lot of things that happen in March. And then splatters, and splatters are pretty.
Yes.
They are pretty. You can do controlled splatters, or you can do splatters. Emotional splatters. But I would have to leave if I do emotional splatters because I'm not allowed. I'm grounded from splattering in here.
I should be, but it doesn't stop me.
I'll put a picture of Mr. Producer in your studio saying, no splatters in this area. Let's warm this guy up and see what we can, and then we can start off and see what we get. All right, for project, will we get a holiday card? Any holiday. That's pretty fun. 22. Oh, man, we were close. Joyful card. I should have done a little harder. Sorry, Sejr. For colors, will we get Easter eggs or fast food, the one before it? Number 10, buggy ride. Okay, we're going to talk about each and every one of these. Don't panic. For element, what will we get? Will it make sense with buggy ride colors? 22, sticks and stones. I bet you were just kind of dreaming about that one last night, weren't you, Sejr? Going, come on, sticks and stones. And for random, Mr. Wheel saw you coming. He said, this guy can do anything. Number 14, trims or trimmings.
Oh my goodness. I like to veto something.
Which of those would you veto even though you can't veto?
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. That's going to be one that we can take apart and figure out. If anybody can do sticks and stones and be inspirational, it's you, Sejr. Sejr of Sticks and Stones. Joyful card. Do you know what is generally considered a joyful card? Is that something you know already?
I was Googling it and talking about it last night. And
okay.
I think I know. It's kind of like a card on a card.
Yes, exactly. And that is traditionally what it is considered. And I have a sample somewhere. I do also have a speech to give about these parameters. Speech. I don't know where my joyful card is. So what the heck? We'll do the speech. Okay, this is going to be your art project, Sejr, and everybody that wants to participate. And I really, honestly, these are not going to be hard. These are going to be interesting. This is going to be a time for you to give us your artistic expression. We just throw you in the deep end and say, take these 4 parameters, figure something out. We're not going to be teaching anything here or promoting any particular product, but we can talk about product freely and without any kind of problem. You can make a card that's very classic and simple, paper with stamps and pretty papers and ribbons and things like that. Or you can make it highly complex, interactive, mixed media, whatever your jam is. It just needs to include those 4 parameters. Those 4 parameters also can be very literally interpreted. They can be like HEY Google, what's a joyful card? And HEY Google will tell you it does this and that, just like that. Or you can just go ahead and say, I want to interpret a joyful card as something that I make when I'm happy and full of joy. Or it can have joy on it. Or it can be the word joy folded. I mean, that would be literal too. But you can interpret it the way you want to interpret it. We do always ask that you do your very, very best, not somebody else's best, but your best. And we also love it when we have creators of all ages. As you saw, we have some junior creators that send in cards, and we really like that too, even up to the most seasoned creator. Each parameter needs to be included, but it doesn't have to be the focal point. It can be quietly included or very cleverly included. When you send in a card, and we will tell you later how to do that, there is a place for you to describe how you included the parameter. Even I have to do that. It needs to be handcrafted, and it has to be family friendly. I do not want to blush when I describe these cards or see them in the gallery. So please keep that family friendly, and that's my family friendly. And I have a very, very low threshold for such things. So anyway, let's get into this bunch of stuff, because this is something else. Joyfold, I will demonstrate the classic Joyfold. That's and it is a card on a card, and it's very easy. And actually, it's really a nice fold. Buggy ride colors. Okay, I've taken a few buggy rides. And
go straight to Sejr. See what Sejr says first.
Let's see. Have you taken some buggy rides? Do you know what colors come to mind first?
I know what a buggy is, but of course, my first thought in my imagination was a leaf with a bunch of bugs on it.
Okay, so your brain just doesn't work like most people's.
No, it goes straight to cartoon. It goes straight to cartoon. But if I were to think mechanically, then I would be thinking the old school. I think there's like the white and the orange type buggies that were out there, the old school ones.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can have buggies can be painted any color.
And this is colors.
This is colors.
Yeah.
So it could be like you could think of worn yellows and worn greens and browns, but it could also be what you see from the buggy. You could see the back of a horse. And
there's a lot of buggy rides in cities.
And there's lots of buggy rides in the cities. And you could have a Cinderella buggy.
See, I wasn't even thinking of that buggy. I was thinking of Bug's Volkswagen. I'm totally catching up. I'm catching up.
No, Mr. Wheel is going, this was perfect.
Well, Kelly Shermer said dune buggy. So
I just saw that,
you
dune
could have
buggy.
all the desert colors.
That's really good, Kelly. Yeah, horse and buggy is what I thought, and it's always hold my root beer. You guys take off.
A baby buggy.
Baby buggy. That's the colors. Yep. So you could do any kinds of neutrals. Lots of neutrals come to mind. But if you're sitting on a buggy and you're looking around, you're going to see all sorts of stuff. Or something, maybe one of the lovely ladies has a beautiful dress on in the buggy.
Yeah, is it the buggy itself, or is it what you see from the buggy?
It could be either one. It could be either one. Or you could talk about the buggies that are on the coach, or taking a ride on a stick and stone, which is our next one.
Sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones. So there's the old little rhyme, sticks and stones can break my bones, but words can never hurt me. Isn't that how it goes? And so I'm thinking natural scenes, some creeks, any kind of thing that has a tree. What came to your mind?
Well, it basically a stick and a stone. I was, like you could start being more creative and trying to use it, like you said, with the sticks and stones rhyme and have it as like a strong person,
An
but
insult.
An
yeah,
insult.
or sassy, things like that. But
Yeah.
Caveman tools.
Okay. Yeah, it's always my favorite. Stone path and woods is what Journey Coach Jen says. Log cabins from
Ooh, pool
Freedom
stick.
Deep.
Mm.
A
Oh, yeah,
pool
that's a good one.
stick. Oh, pick up sticks. That's really good too. Groat. Isn't that how they say that? Groat is a stick. Groot or
Groot.
Groat. He's Groot.
I am
He's
Groot.
a little character. You could get behind Groot, I think.
Flintstones.
Let's see. Any kind of garden. You could have a garden with some sticks and stones in it.
Any type
And someone
of
did
tree.
mention it. Someone did
Tree?
mention that it's very easy to just draw a stick and a stone.
Mhm.
Very easy.
3 little pigs. Broken bones. Yep. Ouch. Yeah. Bird's
Ooh,
nest.
meaty.
That's really good. A hut built with sticks. Oh, hold my root beer. You guys are going to town. Stone fireplace. That's a really good one.
Mhm.
Candy can be sticky. Like honey. Wow. I think you guys are onto it. I don't think this is hard. Gemstones. Journey Coach Jen, what you just did. Bricks. Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yep.
so
Okay, so we got some ideas.
Just to clarify,
yes.
it does say sticks and stones.
Right. So you can't just do one or the other.
Mhm,
So
exactly.
maybe a creek with a tree.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. But the stone doesn't have to be huge. It could be a small
Mhm.
pebble. So kidney stones. Let's not go there. Let's not
thank
go
you.
there, Jan. It's a little too
I'll
close
just-
to home.
Just a human there. Oh yeah, he has kidney stones.
Don't shake a stick at your kidney stone. We used to say around the office, this will pass. It may pass like a kidney stone, but it will pass. And then trims or trimmings. That to me, it was just like you have to trim something, or you can
I was
add a
thinking-
little trimming.
Yeah, like I was thinking anything just like a little lace or anything you're adding to the side.
Mm-hmm. Or if you wanted to go for evergreens, you know they make wreaths out
Mhm.
of trimmings, so you could have something along those lines. Or if you need to trim your card a little bit to make it into a joyfold, you could trim your card a little bit.
Right.
We know how to make this thing work. Skipping stones, lace, yep, little bit of ribbon often could be a trimming.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Or if you needed to trim your trees, and you could have you could even have like a tree on the front, and then you trim it down, or you could pull it something. I don't know. I'm getting
Trim
too-
is also something that surrounds, so like a border.
Yeah. Trim is a lot more than you might think. A trim figure, a hat trick. Yeah.
So would an image being hanging over that you cut off, is that classified as trimming because you cut off half the image?
Probably. Do you think it does?
I think I think so.
There you go. That's the one.
Our
over
general
there.
rule is if you can justify it, you can use it. So
Let's stretch these pants.
That's popping. They're getting a little tight right now, but they're there. Trim the sails on a sailboat. Yep, Donna Mae, that's a good one. You guys are excited? Are you thinking this is not so bad after all? I thought, 5 minutes ago, I thought we were toast. This is it. We were only going to get 3
Easy peasy.
submissions, but this is good.
Easy peasy. Way easier than last week. Way easier.
Last week was easy too. Last week was real easy. Scissors or anything that you use for trimming. Crazy
Okay.
kitty that you make that point. That's not a bad point. Okay. Are you comfortable?
I think so.
All right. Nerves have come down a bit.
They're kind of up and down, but I have an idea.
Okay. That's the biggie.
Yeah, so we'll work with it.
Okay. All right. Well, while we get our things together, I wish we had an extra little ad in here because I think it's going to take me a little while to get ready for this one. We will let you watch these little ads about our other show and our products. Woo! Here we go. Does card making ever wear you out? Are you just having one of those days? You ever say to yourself, I wish there were more craft roulette on each week? Well, have we got good news for you? In Review is like part 2 of Craft Roulette, which features you, our card contributors. It'll be easy to find because it airs here on our Craft Roulette YouTube channel. We go live almost every Tuesday evening at 6:30 p.m. Central, and we do a number of fun things during the show, including Mail Call, where I share some of the nice cards and goodies people send us. Our Card Showcase, where we take a longer look at some of the contributions sent in from the most recent episode. And our Who Done It Mystery Game, where I recreate a card from the most recent episode's gallery, live on air. Everyone in the live chat gets to try and figure out which card I'm recreating. So, if you want more of what we do on Craft Roulette, you'll love our show, In Review. The Whodunit Mystery Game is just a game, and we do not actually solve mysteries, but we do actually solve mysteries. The show is supposed to be on Tuesdays, but we reserve the right to reschedule as necessary. Mary will not always know what she is doing, especially with buttons and or math. Stretchy pants and snacks are not required, but advisable. Please bring a friend. Too much fun for one person included. Hey, Cool Mary here. You might remember me from my breakthrough role, the In Review infomercial. While normal me and the special guest are gathering their supplies, let me take this opportunity to tell you about our stamp set, our die set. Whoa. Let me, Cool Mary, show you what you can do with them. Tubular. Whoa! Gnarly. Yes, you can order these off our web shop. Every purchase helps support our shows, and in return, you can be like me, Cool Mary. Nobody here to blame for these parameters. Nope, nobody. Okay, so look what I got this week. Remember last week I was having trouble with a stamp set stamping with an old less than kind of stamp positioner? Well, I got myself, Mr. Producer, during the show, ordered one of these Misties. So I have it, and I've only used it once. But what I did was take the card that I made last week, and I stamped the same thing, and there was no problem with the stamp. It was just my stamping. And I made it into, yes, you always wondered what happened to the what happened to the snowmen in the summer. why they moved down to Miami and have themselves a little shaved ice stand. So I made a card with the same snowman, but he is definitely in a different environment than the coldness. So I think it was really fun. I ended up with, we just went, oh, I've got a die cut from Trinity 2 that has some little palm trees, and colored in a little Hawaiian shirt and made him into an entrepreneur. So let's see what we can do. Oh, my goodness. We're hearing from Canada. Sejr's already ready.
You are on, Sejr.
Oh, I am on. Oh, good.
Welcome back. We're always glad.
So I've decided that I'm just going to sit here and watch you make something. And no.
Oh my! I don't know if it's going to be worth watching me make something this week.
So I'm going to try to do something a little fun, and maybe a little drawing. Maybe I'll do a little drawing and see if we can get that.
Oh yay! We love it when Sejr draws.
Now, it's joyful. So let's see how I can actually do this.
Oh yes, I forgot all about that.
Now I just happen to have this on my desk, so this is half of it, right?
Well, let me show you. What
Now I just need
a
the other
traditional joyfold is, because it's not quite that way. If you said HEY Google, let me put the ink lid back on before I make a mess. Because I could. Okay, so if you have an A2, which is what you wanted, if you have an A2, oh, this is kind of fun. You could fold it back like that and then make the joyfold part, but all you have to do is trim a little. Oh, so you can trim. I'm gonna rip just because I want. You can trim part of it off and then make a little piece that folds so that you have another smaller card on top. Hang on.
Okay. So let's see how it's going to work. Let's try to build the mechanics here.
So let me cut a little bit of something.
So I want it.
So then you can come back in with another folded piece of a smaller card. And then that goes opposite the other fold. So you have a fold on one side and you have a fold on the second side on the smaller card.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that's the...
Can you show a very just basic version?
This is pretty much the basic version.
Okay. Mine's a
I'm just
little
using...
bit, I see.
Yeah, I'm just using some different colors, which may throw you off, but that's kind of cute. I wonder how I can use that. And so you just trim down a little bit and then make a smaller card or a bigger card. You can make it the same size, I suppose, and then you just put a second card. So you open that one and open that one, and you've got a whole fold out for a panorama, or you can just do a smaller area. Okay. You can do a lot on these. These are really fun.
Well, I'm glad we picked a fun project to work on. That's all I asked for.
There you go. There you go. That. So then you could do. I'm trying to figure out how I can use this panel I've already started.
That's a little long. But essentially, this could work too, right? Where am I? Over here. So up and up like that.
Yeah.
That's correct.
I think so. I think so.
There we go.
Yeah.
I just got an extra flap.
I'm just trying to figure out how to use this because this is kind of cool with these, because these are buggy colors, right?
I'm gonna trim this a little bit more.
So if I trimmed this, well, he's kind of sticking out there. That's kind of pretty like that. And then you could have some, it wouldn't stand up. Oh, Sejr.
We're going to create the most fantastic cards that are going to blow everyone's minds.
That's right.
Feel it.
That's right. You know, I might trim this off too. And then I might trim everything. This may be the worst idea right here. So And this may be the best idea, but this may be my week, Sejr. This may be the week where I just go, this is not going to come together. But no, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. So what did you come up with real fast now? Tell me again, because I've been having a lot of anxiety.
Apparently this might be a Z fold, so I'm going to trim this piece off so that I follow the rules. But I think I'm just going to have a very simple card base where it's just pattern paper. I have some whimsy stamp pattern paper.
Good.
And I have all the colors that should at least be a buggy ride. And then I'm just going to put a nice little scene here on both sides. That's what I'm going to work on.
That sounds real good. So sticks and stones. I've got pop these.
I'm going to have to. That's a tough one.
Stones are stones.
That white gray paper almost looks like a tile, like a stone.
That's it. That's exactly what it
is.
is.
Fancy stone tile or road or
it
walkway.
Is.
That's
yes,
smart. Oh,
that
so maybe I can use
exactly what it is. Can't see it very well, but it's there.
That's what you
and
were
we
thinking,
don't have
right?
to have. Yes, exactly what I was thinking. Yes, sir. And then you can, another thing you can do when you're doing this, you can kind of move this guy around to see what you want, your different looks and things. It's a good thing. And I did find this.
Hold on, I got this.
I did find this little sentiment
like
that says one for the books, and I thought that makes sense for this one. My buggy ride is pretty much like the horse colors, I think, and the harnesses. If I had a little piece of leather or some faux leather, we need some faux leather for this one. You could make it more horsey too. But buggies are not always pulled by horses. But they're usually, the other things are usually brown too, like cows, I think.
Right.
Oh, glory be. Okay. Well, this could be like the most dull looking card I've ever made, but we're going to go with it. We're fine.
Mm-hmm.
We got the sticks taken care of. You could make stones with just little cutout half circles and or circles and half cut. Buggies could be babies too. You'd think with JD around, I would be more in tune. But no,
right.
no. I was stuck on how I had this envisioned when I first started put it on. Okay.
Yeah.
So I have this little tiny circle. That could be some stones, right? Too. This could be a stone, but this could also just, so nobody says, Mary, where's your stone? I could say, well, it's right here. Okay.
Perfect.
We don't want people to think I'm cheating because I make
no, heaven, no, not at all.
No. Buggy rides are outdoors, so yep, these could be great outdoor colors. But if you had a buggy ride on a merry-go-round or something indoors, you could have indoor colors.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So have you ever taken a buggy ride?
I have never. Hence, I didn't even think about it.
That is.
No, I've not even a Volkswagen buggy. I've never taken one of those either.
You've never been in Herbie the Love Bug?
Nope, not at all. Sad.
Well,
have you been on a buggy?
Yeah. Yep.
Is it as comfortable as it sounds?
Comfort is not really the first thing that I think of when I think of a buggy ride.
Mm-hmm.
Because the horses will sometimes lurch a little bit, and so you kind of lurch with them. And it's very nice, though, because you've got this little clip-cloppy sound going on.
Right.
And we used to go, there's a place in Kansas City called the Plaza, and they would have horse rides down at the Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not horse rides, horse-drawn carriages.
horse-drawn carriages. And so we went down at Christmas times a couple times with the kids when they were young, and took the carriage rides. It was fun.
Mm-hmm. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've never done that before.
Mm-hmm. We also did it in Palm Springs once upon a time. But yep, horses make really for a peaceful little, usually a peaceful little.
I've seen some pretty
clip-clop,
rambunctious horses.
Yep.
I remember one time when I was in Denmark, visiting on a fair or visiting vacation, and it was at a fair, summer fair, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And there was horse rides for kids. And for some reason, I decided that it'd be hilarious if I just started spanking the back of the horse while I was sitting on it. Not hard, but just a tap, because you see it in the movies.
Yeah, and you know what they do in the movies when you whop them on the rump?
Yep.
Yeah.
And so that happened, and it wasn't too bad. But what was kind of not good was when the next kid got on it, it took off. Because there's supposed to be a bunch of them in a row, just following each other. It's supposed to be a nice leisurely.
Yeah. Oh boy. Sejr causing trouble with the horses. Other stories by Sejr. What are? But you didn't think that was going to happen, I'm sure.
I thought that maybe something would happen, but I didn't really calculate that it would take off and jot and.
Yeah. Oh, brother. That's marvelous. Not for that kid, but.
No.
Okay, that's going to be fine. Well, this is going to be one of those cards this week, I think, Sejr, that people often say, wouldn't have made this card without Craft Roulette.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness.
Well,
but if we can conquer this, then everything is achievable.
Oh, sure. We can do it. Heather Wong is saying Little House and Anne of Green Gables had a lot of buggies. What did Anne of Green Gables call the Cherry Blossom Lane? It was like she had some delightful term for it. I can't remember what it is.
Oops. Yeah, I never actually watched the show, but I think it's based in the East Coast here.
Yeah, something like that. Or, yeah.
Prince Edward Island?
Prince Edward Island.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I should know that.
Yeah. It's a lovely. I've read it multiple times. And it's a comfort book. It's a comfort book and a comfort show. Yeah.
Yeah.
But only the older one, not one of the. I haven't watched any of the newer ones.
Oh no.
Mm-mm.
No, I had a friend or coworker who was really into it. Mm-hmm. Loved it. Yeah.
Yep. It's charming. I used to be on a board of directors of a group, and we said, okay, so we had a meeting one time. We said, in 10 years, I think we should have the next meeting at Prince Edward Island, which was never happened. But, man, it was a good idea.
A lost opportunity right there.
Right there. Right there, indeed.
I don't know what there really is to do there. I mean, once you've looked at the first gift shop, I think it's going to be all the same.
The lighthouse, yeah. There's a lighthouse. And I'm sure there's like, oh, you can go see the house at the Green Gables and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But you're right. I don't really know what there is to do there either.
Oh.
He's...
I just hear the whisper. I'm like,
What's your little... Okay, so what's your little mouse? Tell us a little bit about your little mouse.
So, I didn't want to draw him holding a stone. It wouldn't make any sense why he was holding a stone. But it's just a mouse. And what I'm going to maybe try to do is have my mouse on the inside there's going to be a cat on the outside, and then when you open it up, it's going to be, all you see is its eyeball peeking at the mouse.
Oh.
And then, so I'm going to have, the trim is going to be just baseboard trim. And then I just got to figure out, I probably have to draw a stone or in a stick.
I'm thinking gemstone.
Gemstones work, yes.
Yeah, because you could use any kind of embellishment that way. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that might be the ticket is a little gemstone. Well, this just is getting easier and easier and easier.
Yeah, we're going to be done in no time.
I know. But if we were on our own, it wouldn't have been easy at all.
If I was sitting, after watching the show, I'll probably Thursday evening going, shoot, what do I need to make?
You do kind of bring in the rear oftentimes.
It's so hard to like not be outside sometimes.
And you're a gardener.
I'm learning. I'm trying to be one. Yeah.
So what are your garden plans this year?
Right now I have some peas and carrots and lettuce, spinach, radishes. They're all starting to grow. Wow. It's a little early, but I'm trying to see if I can push it. And I bought a new garden for the front yard to plant some tomatoes. So it's coming along. And of course, then I got a new nectarine tree that I planted.
Nectarine.
And yes, I don't know if it'll grow. It might be a little too cold here. Not a long summer.
Right.
Sire, Kendra says she loves your mouse.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Kendra.
Thank you.
I drew her a happy birthday card when it was her birthday earlier. That was fun. The last minute surprise that we all on Instagram just did a little video to wish her happy birthday.
Aw. Happy birthday, Kendra. I'm sure she loved it.
I am having a trouble time finding my colors. The problem, I think, is I don't put them back where they're supposed to go.
Well, that may be part of the issue.
Probably the problem.
But you keep them in the same room. See, now don't be too hard on yourself. You keep them in the same room, don't you?
Yes, at least they're in the same room.
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
You're doing so well. So well. Kiss your brain. Because this is one for the books.
Yeah.
That is one. Oh, that stuff was just coming up, and I was just like, I am so glad this is Sejr. Because
I'm not going to run away, I guess.
He can do this. I am so glad it's not a first timer who was nervous in the first place.
Yeah.
And somebody who's, I knew you'd be fine.
Sometimes the parameters have unintended consequences.
They truly do.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
May cause diarrhea and vomiting.
you just have to accept that you can't potentially make your traditional card. That's the scary part.
And you really can't come in with an idea too much.
No.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Not on these. Nuh-uh. And that's okay. Most of the time.
Something will get created.
Yes, and we have 32,000 illustrations that say it's true.
Mm-hmm. Now, that being said, I do not think we're going to get 500 this week, but you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
You know, some of the weirdest ones have the greatest potential.
Maybe people like a challenge.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's sometimes you just have to let it ruminate a little bit, see what is coming in, and go, well, that makes sense. I could do something along those lines, and and then start looking through your stuff.
Yeah, just put her away.
That would work.
Yeah. I would say go with the intention of just playing and just keep adding to it. And then before you know it, you have a card.
Yes. Yes. So Stephen talks about, he saw something about people that do come to creativity two different ways. And one is the architect.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the person who plans ahead and gets everything all ready.
Yep.
And then makes it. Then there's the organic.
The gardener.
Gardener.
Ooh,
There.
like
And the gardener is just somebody that lets it happen.
Well, it's you plant some
I
seeds
got
of
this
an
all
idea.
wrong.
You plant some seeds of an idea, and you kind of let it grow in front of you, and you see if you like it or not.
Yeah,
And then you keep building on top of that.
There you go.
I think that's a really good way of putting it.
It's from George R.R. Martin, who is the author of A Song of Ice and Fire, which is what Game of Thrones was based off of.
Oh, okay.
And so it's him talking about his writing style. He is a gardener who he writes characters that he does not know where they're going to end up because he lets them grow.
That's a good idea. I like that.
But it can be applied. It's very funny. I found that it was very applicable to this show because there are people that definitely have been on the show that you can tell that they want to have everything planned out and it's hard for them.
It is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But when you're at home, you can still. This is not working well. But when you're at home, you can plan it and do it that way if you want. But when you're right here, it gets a little tricky.
Yeah, it's amazing how quick you can make a card when you're under pressure. Because like there are people probably who would love to be on Craft Roulette, but they just say, I can't create a card in an hour. It's impossible. Well,
Right.
You know what? I never have ever made a card under an hour before, and yet I did when I came here.
Yeah. Well, you can piddle on a card for a long time.
Yes.
And add this and that and kind of play with, I think I'll move this here and that there. But, yeah.
People are declaring for Team Gardener and Team Architect now.
Oh, great.
I'm going to declare I'm Team Gardener. There we go.
I think you are. I think you very much are. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got buggy ride colors. What else are we going to put on here?
So I got yellow for the sun.
That's good.
Yeah, you got to get that in there somehow. What color is this? I don't even know what colors I'm playing with. I'm just grabbing colors and having fun.
That's what we like.
Yes.
We need some color on this thing, though. I
will need a name for this mouse if anyone wants to come up with one.
How's that?
I said I will need a name for this mouse if anyone wants to come up with one.
Well, is he a gardener or an architect? Let's give him some more personality here.
I'm thinking
They build nests. They
architect maybe.
Yeah, they make arches are very difficult.
Arches
and that's the shape of a mouse hole, so.
Yes, true. Yep.
So he's an architect, so what kind of is it?
Maureen Hayes says Herbert.
Herbert?
Yeah.
Herbert's cute.
Stuart, Stoney, Mortimer, Finn.
Nice.
Squeakers and
Squeakers.
Actually, that's funny because you have on the parameters rhymes with eek, and that's what kind of made me think of this in the first place. The squeaker would have been perfect.
Squeaker.
Archie, Sammy, Twiggy, Jerry, Bucky,
Twiggy,
Finster.
Oh my goodness, these are awesome.
Not sponsored, Samsung. Cheesy.
Jeez.
Cheesy.
Percy. Buggy.
Oh, can I get a? Oh, it's just a color. Never mind.
What was the matter?
Can I name him Sticks and Stones?
Oh my goodness. Well, you could.
How big are your pants?
How stretchy are your pants?
Are they made of some new polymer material?
Yeah, I think Lululemons are pretty stretchy.
Indeed. Sticks and stones. He will never break.
Well, if you
my
have the
nose.
cat, maybe the mouse is a sticky and the cat is a stony.
Sticks and stones.
Okay. I will probably draw a stick and a stone just so that I don't get in trouble. I will play
Don't want
nice.
that. Don't want you getting in trouble.
No, I know, right? I'll never come back again. Be banned. You don't follow the rules. You can't come back.
Tough group.
Yeah.
I wonder if I should put something else like that in there. Or who's going to live in there? How are we doing on this after all? This does kind of look like, these look like little colorful stones. And that's my mosaic bathroom tile. That would be really pretty in a bathroom.
We're actually renovating our bathroom.
Is that, ooh.
Yeah, and kitchen, so it's going to be quite...
Ooh, that's a lot.
After much thinking, we decided that maybe we'll just paint. We won't do much more than that.
Oh, those are hard renovations.
It really is. It takes away from your everyday life. You can't do much. And they're always so expensive.
Oh boy.
Those two projects.
They can quote you a price without even,
Yeah.
It just is like, you're saying that with a straight face.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
That's architects for you. Maybe you should hire a gardener.
I don't know if I want a gardener fixing up my kitchen. It'll never get done. Or I might end up with like a swimming pool in there. Let's just keep adding some stuff. Let's try it out. See what happens.
We had our trees trimmed a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Don't ever let your friends be tree trimmers. These guys were up really high off the ground, swinging around from ropes.
Oh, goodness.
I know. I couldn't watch. I found myself just going, oh, oh, oh. But,
right?
I mean, they're swinging around in these trees really high up, like I said, but not just that. They're doing that with chainsaws and sharp tools, and they were very pleasant people too. They were not like, get me up the tree. They were just like real normal people.
Right.
And on the ground, but then when they got up there, it took on another persona. It was Tarzan. Tarzan in my maple.
I don't know how people can do those jobs that require you to be so high up, like window washing and skyscrapers, fixing those radio towers.
Oh! Perish the thought. I think I'll just sit here at my mask.
They're
and
not
make
doing
cards.
it for money. They're doing it for lots of money.
That's
yes.
True. They do. They do get some pretty good coins out of it, I guess. So we do have some questions from our members. I'm going to try to train myself not to say patrons anymore. But our members, and one of the comments is from Hat Trick Smith, and she watched you on our Craft Roulette World Card Making Day, and she said she's still obsessing over your rainbow ghost card. That was in October, and she's still thinking about it.
Yeah. Oh, so I'm glad that you like
that. Yeah. So what? I don't remember it right off because it was a long day and I've kind of forgotten. But
I don't even know what
was. You remember it?
Yeah. Oh, I remember it. It had like a rainbow around it, a ring.
Oh.
Oh, that's who knows where that went. This room is like 100 square feet. It could be anywhere.
It eats cards.
But essentially, it was a Trinity stamp die, that beautiful ghost with the lace on it. And I had
okay, I remember it now. Yep.
the tree horizon in the background as a border die, and then the ghost just floating there with a circle, and then I had rainbow colored the circle. Just the trim of it.
Mm-hmm. That was a fun
I love
day.
that
You
ghost.
did it. That was a fun day. Thanks for being a part of that.
Well, thank you for inviting me. That was quite the honor.
It was quite the event.
We might already be planning the next one.
We might.
Might.
We might. We have a few months to go, but we might. But see, you made quite an impression.
I'm glad. Like I said off camera, I was like, trying to be humble is very hard, but I do appreciate if I can make a difference or make people happy or joyful or anything like that. So
or
you enjoy my card? Joyfold.
Yes, make them joyfold. Yeah. Right, and another thing that we were talking about before we came on, and I think this is legitimately something we could not have any answers on, but we could talk about, and that is the imposter syndrome.
Oh yes.
Oh.
I can't stand it, but it happens. Like
yeah.
A lot of times when I'm out there, like I'm creating a video, I'm like, you just have this, who am I? Like, what am I doing? But you're doing it because you're having a lot of fun. But then the thought in your head just loves to play games with you and makes you think things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
like, who would join us on Friday night, Sejr, and hang out and make something with these crazy parameters? Well, we'll find out.
So there's my little kitty. That's just the back of his head, if you can imagine what I'm trying to do. There's a little nose.
Okay. Oh, I see it now. Yes, sir.
It's black, so it's hard to add shading.
I got a black cat. I understand.
We'll go with it. We'll see. I mean, I can always add pencil crayons to lighten up with like a white pencil crayon or something. Yeah. But that can always be off camera, right? So I don't need to do that now. We'll see.
Yeah, we shall see.
Yeah.
So, Terry Halata asks, she says she's subscribed to your YouTube channel and that you're involved with these different challenges. And by the way, you can subscribe to Sejr's channel by just clicking on his link down there in the description.
It's in the video title.
In the video title. I knew I was saying that wrong. And my garden is kind of full of weeds. I'm a gardener that has a garden full of weeds. And but she says, what do you do with all those cards? So since you can't find that one card, so what do you do with all those cards?
Most of them just sit in bins all over the place. And I actually just recently donated a bunch of them to, is it the one through scrapbook.com? I'm not sure. I can't remember, but I donated a bunch of them there. And also, I do randomly, I have to say randomly because I don't want to favor people or make it sound like I'm picking people over others because there's so many. But on the card exchange, I randomly usually pick 5 people, 4 to 5, and I send a card that way too.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
And when you talk about the card exchange, that means that you're talking about our membership card exchange, I'm thinking, right?
I am.
Okay. All right. Because we do have a wonderful card exchange. And I was talking to Amanda Stevens today, and her birthday was in January. She said she even got a birthday card in March. And she got like 40 birthday cards from the card exchange.
That's awesome.
I know. And I'm working on mine for April. I'm going to get mine tomorrow done, I think, but feeling pretty good about it.
Yeah.
I think that is just such a lovely part of our member group is the ability to use those cards for people that really like cards.
It feels nice when you come home Or if you're already home and you open the mailbox and there's a card just sitting there for you, like it's pretty cool. Okay, now
I am looking for something, so hang on.
Okay.
Last week when I was looking for something, I found peanut brittle. I don't think I'm going to find it this week.
I have walnuts.
I see these things all the time until right now.
Now, this may also not be proportionate, so please don't take away any of my bonus points for this, but...
Never. Not when you have faced the wheel with this thing.
Exactly,
Goodness.
yeah. You have to take pity.
You got lots of bonus. You've got kind of like a bank full of bonus points right now. So Maureen Hayes asks an interesting question because you do have a rather busy mind and a creative one at that. I have something to put on here, but I can't find it. It will come tomorrow. She asks, if you were a superhero, not an imposter superhero, but if you were a superhero, who would you be and why?
Oh, if I could be a superhero. Oh, goodness.
Would it be art related?
That's actually a tough one because I think most of those superpowers, a lot of them are curses in the end.
Yeah, that's very good.
So it's oops, I cut that too short. That's a tough one because the way I think is every time I go, that would be cool, but then I think of all the things that could be wrong with it. And so I think if I were to make something up, and it's going to be really cheesy, I'm sorry, everyone, it would be the power to actually remove someone's pain. That would totally be, and I mean any type, emotional or whatever, that would be the power I would do. And it would benefit me in zero way.
Aww.
That's
sweet.
Very cheesy.
No, that was very sweet. And you know what, Sejr? I think you do that. So you've already got your superpower.
Oh, thank you.
I thought you were going to choose Imposter Man.
Right.
Imposter man, imposter man.
That's my alter ego.
That's the villain that comes along. Says, you can't take that pain away.
Yeah.
You have no power. And you have to find the kryptonite.
Yeah. Okay.
You're imposter man.
I'm not sure if I'm going to have a floor. Because this is smaller than what I was thinking. So we'll work with this.
It's looking good.
Yeah.
He's definitely got rodent teeth. That's for sure. Look at those choppers.
Okay, so the next thing I need is
Darling.
a stickle.
Just really cute. Imposter man, imposter man.
Okay.
You live in our heads, imposter man.
The nice thing is I don't have time to really think. I'm just, like you said, just keep going. Just keep going until it breaks, right?
Keep going, go fast until it breaks. Until you break something.
But unlike those cooking shows and everything, this is not that stressful.
Oh, no.
Like you watch those cooking, baking shows and they're in a competition and they're trying to quick and they're just, things are failing and they're, I don't know how they can handle that.
No. My souffle would always fall. Or be burned completely.
I'd be impressed that I even got that far. I would have dirty dishes. That's all I would have.
This week on She Baked It, she burnt down the kitchen.
Yeah.
We left her alone. We just went out to talk about Paul Hollywood about his recipe when she burnt down the kitchen.
But people will watch. What will Mary do next?
Follow me for no cooking tips.
Once again, yellow for sun, just a different shade.
You might need to move that a little bit to the left so everyone can see. There we go.
Yeah, sorry. I'm not. I will move it to when it. Well, I moved it already, so I guess I.
Yeah.
Like that.
You have half the
Oh, it's
space you
fine.
normally do, so it's.
Yep,
It's
we,
I'm looking
we
at
cram
the-
you in here.
What people don't know is I actually have a screen down where I can see my whole desk. And I don't look at the small one.
Oh.
Okay, so that's that.
So do you remember when you did your first video? What was
Mhm.
did you play in it? Or did you just go,
Oh,
I'm just gonna throw
Ooh.
myself in there?
No, I never plan anything. I just go for it. Yeah. I just went and did it, and oops, that's too small. And yeah, it's, I don't even remember what it was, to be honest. It was
Is that right?
Yeah, it was probably a card kit I had done, because I really like card kits, and they're the easiest to make videos on, because all you have to do is do an unboxing. That's number one video done. Talk while you unbox something and show how amazed you are. And then you make 5 cards with the kit and record that. It's very simple. There's not much thinking because all the pieces are there for you in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's most likely that's what it was.
That sounds like a good plan.
Mm-hmm.
We have quite a few first timers doing craft roulette videos. It's really nice. And there's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to try it. What the heck?
Yeah,
fun to
why
see.
not? It's fun. It really is. And the
You're
more
not
you do
gonna
it, the
burn
more
down the-
polished it gets, and the more you start refining how you want to do your videos.
You're not going to burn down the kitchen unless you are cooking while you're doing this.
Yeah, exactly. If your stove is on and you're busy recording something, potentially,
Not a good plan.
no.
No, we do not advise that. Please make sure your smoke alarms are up to date.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know if it's by law. It's by law here. I think you have to make sure yours are working. You can't unplug them. He was making a horrible noise, so I just unplugged it.
Yeah, well, I resemble that remark, but we have new ones, so we're good.
Yeah.
And they work real well. They're not overly sensitive, and that's good.
Oh, Biddy Penny just submitted a card. I just happened to look up.
Oh, Biddy Penny. How nice of you. I just keep adding layer after layer after layer. It's like, here, let's add some more paper.
Yeah,
Maybe I want
100-page
that.
book.
Uh-huh. You could put you could make like a little signature in here.
Mm-hmm. I still don't know if this is going to work out. It's all in my head, so we'll see.
Just garden, garden, garden.
Yep.
I think I will just pull that out. This is just more and more and more. It
The
needs a
slow
little bird
crafter
or
says
something.
the eyeball is blowing her mind.
Excellent.
Boing! Yeah, he could. Yeah, I'm not gonna say.
That's definitely not something that Mr. Imposter would do.
Mm-mm.
No, yeah, he sneaks in. He's pretty good at sneaking in.
Espionage.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be this will be fun to see how people are putting this one together. Last week we had that taste and tastes, or tasty, and so we got all that ice cream. But this one's gonna be much more wide open, I think. It'll be much more highly interpreted. I'm thinking that
it's going to be very
true.
interesting what people create, and I do encourage people to draw your own things and have fun with that, because sometimes you just don't have you have an idea and you don't have that stamp set or die that just happens to match that idea, and it's a shame to throw a good idea away. It
Yep.
really is.
Yeah.
And so at a minimum, just draw something and plan it out. And if it doesn't turn out, at least you did something different. Change that brain chemistry to do something different.
Yep. And maybe it's not first take either.
Yep.
We get drawings more. Little kids will do drawings, which is really fun. Because they see, they're like, oh, I've got this idea with these parameters, and they'll just draw something. And
Yep.
yeah, it's good.
And you know what a great source of drawing your ideas out are?
What?
Your craft roulette book.
Oh man, I didn't even see that one coming. Yes, the craft roulette book, the creative companion.
There we go.
And everybody's doing this so differently. It's whatever works for them. I saw Card Monkey Jarvis put hers on her Facebook page today. It looked like something from HGTV. Here is
wow.
It was just like mood board from some designer, and we're gonna use this little embellishment. And I was like, I've got all these chicken scratches in here and just terrible sloppy stuff, but it works for me. But hers was just beautiful, and it's wonderful that we can figure out how to do these things to fit our own little style. I love it.
Yeah.
Thanks for that setup.
Yeah. I did not get funded or endorsed to.
No. He didn't. He didn't, poor guy. He should. If I put if I put a little dot there, I put some legs and a beak on it, I got a little bird. So let's do that.
Now, if it wasn't in a hurry, I would probably texture this because being plain gray is kind of boring. But so if I was doing this on my own, I'd get a stencil, and I might still do it if I can do it, or get a pencil crayon and stucco it, or and different things. But I most likely would not leave it as a plain gray.
No, you'd gussy it up.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Just got to make sure everything is working first. my mouse looks a little stoned.
I had thought that. Cheese. I did. I thought you may have been hitting the sauce.
Yeah, something in the cheese. That's okay.
That's one way to get the parameters.
Fermented cheese.
Oh, yes. No, I won't do that, but that's my backup. Thank you, Steve. That's awesome. Okay, let's just put that aside, and we'll start decorating this card. Now, orange is for the sun.
Why not? Are you going to be able to see the eclipse? We're supposed to have bad weather.
Yeah, it's tough this time of year. It's usually rainy, so it's hit and miss if we'll have a nice sunny day.
We're supposed to be like in bad storms, so that's okay. That's exciting. Here, I drew a little bird just for you. I'll draw another one.
Yeah, really boring pattern paper. This is the one reason I'm not a big fan of fancy folds, is because I don't do them enough to be familiar with using pattern papers. Is that okay? Like if I put this here and here?
I don't know. Do you think it's okay?
It's not my thing, not my favorite thing, but...
Sejr, Susie wants to know which team you're on. Not gardener or architect, but...
what team am I on? I am on Team Orange.
He's sunshiny.
I love orange.
He's a sunshine ray. Whoops. Twist your card. You made most of our friends not happy. The majority are are purple. But I'm feeling closer to you every minute.
Orange is just, yeah, I love orange.
I do too. It's just cheery. I had orange tulips blooming this last week or two, and it's just so
nice.
happy. Yeah. You
I didn't
couldn't
think
look
tulips
at them
were
and
yet.
feel bad.
I didn't think the tulips were out yet.
Ours are. I always get the early ones because
Oh, okay.
I want them sooner, so I can take them out sooner, so I can plant other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, mine have already bloomed.
Ours, we're just getting the daffodils now. Some places have them already out if it's sunny.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess we're a little ahead of you.
Yeah, I think so. I guess I'll let that pass.
It just means you get to enjoy them when I don't. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oops.
Gwen Simmons has a really good question. I was really like, oh, that's a great question, Gwen. I want to ask it for sure. And I have no idea. This is going to hit you. I don't know if you're going to have an answer for this. Are you wondering what it is? What is this big question, Miss Mary? She just asked, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years?
Oh, that is a very good question because it's something I'm always pondering.
Oh, okay. All right.
I would love, if I were to stay in the IT field, I would love to maybe start moving towards helping people with their shops, like websites. I would like to maybe do that because there's some shops that are a little bit, they need a little help. They obviously may not have done it the most optimized way. And, if I could help them and, that would be nice. Now, if I don't stay in the IT field, I would love to just get outside and maybe do gardening or something like that. Crafting wise, I hope I'm still playing YouTubes and crafting along and having fun.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Well, you had an answer really fast. So this is... I'm quite impressed.
That just came out of nowhere.
Yeah. I thought that would stump him, Gwen, but no. He's more of an architect about his future. So,
Okay.
can you, Mr. Producer, can you be an architect in one area, you think, and a gardener in others? Or is it across the board, kind of? You think it's...
Oh, no. I think you can definitely apply different disciplines in different areas. I mean, when I build web stuff, I've done it enough that I'm more of a gardener now, where I can just kind of think about something and build it and kind of see if I like it or not.
Yeah.
But I still have to then back up and make sure that it's structurally sound after I do, the initial gardening part. So you can apply both to the same thing.
Huh. Well, I like it. I like it a lot.
Right. Actually, these blues are looking quite nice.
It is.
But
it's looking
this
good.
joyful card is taking up all my pieces of paper.
Do you like it?
I like them. I think I enjoy more what people create because it's amazing what people can do with these folds.
Yes. So, Mr. Producer, one of the new member benefits would be great for Joyfold cards.
Yes, I'm working on a system. It's not done yet, but it's close. But working on a system where well, there's multiple systems in play, but one of them is as members. So right now, everyone that contributes in the public area. Even if you're a patron, you sign in and then you're on the front side. It's going to be now where if you're a member, you'll be able to go to a special member contribution form, and it will be faster because it knows some of your info already. But then also you'll be able to add up to 5 images to your contribution. And I'm hoping that I'll have a system where you can go back and add additional images to your old contributions too. And so, because I know that one of the bigger pain points has always been people having to find and download photo collage type stuff.
Yes, I've run into that. Yeah.
To stitch images together. And I'm still debating on if I'm going to be able to have it on the slideshow with multiple images. I might be able to do some sort of thing where it kind of does a collage automatically. But that will be for members, where you can, because it does cost money for us to process and store all the images. So, yeah, you'll be able to upload 5 at a time. And another thing is as members, you'll have a whole dashboard that will have your contributions, both normal and bonus contributions. And so you'll be able to go in, see all your contributions, go back and correct stuff if you want, edit them, kind of manage them if you want, or not. And then later down the road, I'm going to have a kind of how we have the custom galleries now, but I'm going to have a place where people can share everything that they've done on Craft Roulette, process videos included, through kind of like a, profile page if they want.
Nice.
So all of the stuff that you've done, you can put it into one place and share it.
That's fun.
But that's coming soon.
Good times. Mine. Okay, so I've got a little story there. How about that? Inside it. Thanks for explaining that.
Amanda, if you're asking it about GIFs and short videos on the site, no, I had to turn those off because I thought the slideshows were breaking when someone would submit a GIF. When you only have 5 seconds and all of a sudden the image changes.
Yeah.
But maybe sometime down the road.
Those are the little things you don't think will cause a problem until you implement it, and it does.
Surprise!
Yeah.
He usually puts me on that problem. Says, "Mom, try to break this." And
I don't have to ask her.
I
just say
it's a gift.
A natural breaker.
It's a gift.
And it will be used in a way that I've never imagined. I did not know that was possible. How did you get the mouse there?
Did you forget to read? Oh, yeah. Did you just jump in? Oh, yeah, I did.
So hopefully no one accidentally did a little oopsie. I
saw nothing. Nothing?
Okay.
No one saw
it just dawned on me. It's like, oh, shoot. I'm just using for... Yeah, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. Do you think you'll do Joyfold cards again? Do you like them enough?
Probably only when Craft Roulette tells me to do it.
Well,
if I were to be honest.
Yes, that's all right. Look at the kitty.
There you go.
Crystal, one of our mug clubbers, has already gotten her card in. Okay, so this is not so hard.
More and more have been coming in.
You guys are getting it. I like it. I like it.
What are we at time? You're done? You're
Oh,
done.
you're just fine. I'm just
Okay,
going to
'cause
sit
I'm
back
pretty
and read
much
the
done.
chat.
I just got to put my trim on here, which is just a piece of white cardstock, which is simple. It
Well,
doesn't
while
make
you
sense that there is trim on the inside of a wall, but this mouse loves to decorate. So
Yes, this mouse watches HGTV.
yeah, so he's not moving in and having no trim in his
Oh no,
wall.
he wants crown molding and floorboards.
No, he just wants a piece of white cardstock, a nice straight piece. It's not
A
that
mouse
bad.
after my own heart. Well, I'm going to go through mine and make sure that Deputy Heidi will okay me to submit. So let's see. The 4 parameters are a Joyfold card, Buggy Ride colors palette, sticks and stones for an element, and then trims or trimmings for random. About 45 minutes, half hour ago, this seemed impossible, but I've got a card to say it isn't. And you guys have sent in cards to say it isn't as well. So the Joyfold is basically this. I've got that one figured out. Buggy Ride colors, I am looking at the back of a horse, so I've got some browns in there. And I've got leather, black leather, and yep, I can. And I can see leaves and apples and birds, and so not only is it just the color palette, but it actually has some images. And I also carried it through inside. Sticks and stones, I've got trees. So I've got the sticks in my trees, and Mr. Producer read my mind and said, this looked like stone tile. That's what you're thinking about, isn't it? I said, oh, yes, absolutely. And I also used gemstones to cover that other side of, yes, she really did do it. And then trims and trimming, I added some little burlap ribbon and the gemstones and the little sentiments. And I trimmed lots of paper. So I think by and large, I've got this 208 covered. That's what I'm thinking. Complete with little birds.
Awesome.
Yeah, little happy
Okay.
birds. Little
So
blue
I
birds.
am done too. I'm going to temporarily use Steven's idea about the stoned cheese mouse. But here's my stick.
That was chat. That was chat.
Oh, chat. Okay.
For my honor, that was chat.
Okay, so I will add a sentiment. I don't know what I'll use, but so pretty much it's just a simple card with my cat, not my cat, but a cat, peeking through at this mouse with cheese, and there's a stick. There's my trim. I did actually trim this piece. I used it, so I can't show it to you. Here's a piece of it. So I did trim. So there's a bunch of trims everywhere. That's his magic stick. He uses that wherever he goes.
That's a trim stick.
It's a trim stick.
My, your mouse looks trim.
He's a little happy with this cheese, and the cat's spying on him. So what do we got here? We have Joyfold. The Buggy Ride is, well, there's your neutrals. Blue sky, sun. Different shades of sun. And a Buggy Ride. Then we have Sticks and Stones, trim. Yeah, I did it.
You did. And Lauren Taylor's got your back. She says it could be a blue stone wall. Look at all those little blue stones in your paper.
Thank you. I think that's exactly what I was looking for.
That's exactly what it was. You knew that all along. You just forgot to say that, right?
Yeah, I know. Because I'm so nervous. You know,
a lot of cement, but a lot of grout, but with a few blue stones thrown in. I think you did it.
I'm happy.
I think you did really well.
I don't want to throw you off, but the cat might need a few whiskers to really show that it's a cat.
You could use some trim.
Yeah.
Here they come. You want whiskers? You got whiskers, just like that.
Oh, if that's not, you can't see that. I'm using the thinnest of pens. Anyways, we got a little bit of whiskers. There we go.
A little string
we
or
go.
something.
Yeah, whiskers aren't supposed to be thick. They're supposed to be thinner. Yeah.
They are thin. You're right. Right. Oh, you got it. You got it figured out. Well done. Well, we can take a breather, Mr. Sir Sejr, and then we'll come back and say goodnight with you. But we're going to tell everybody how they can play, what's coming up, give away some stuff, and thank our patrons, which you are one. Yep, you're going to... Okay, I thought this was going to be a really hard one. It's not. These are going to be really fun things for you to play with and come up with some wonderful ideas. You're going to want to include those 4 parameters that are listed. Make sure that they are family friendly and handcrafted. If you think there's something we are not going to be able to tell, please put it in the description so we can go smart you, and send that to on our way through the magic of the internet by going to craftroulette.live. There's a submit form, fill that out and send it away. If you want extra time, we give our members till Thursday night at midnight. Otherwise, you need to have it in by Sunday night at midnight Central Time, Daylight Time. We've got some fun people coming in April, and then we start off May with a special month. But we have Ardith, Carrie Rhodes, Kelly Taylor, Nina Yang from Waffle Flower, and then we come to May, and we're going to celebrate mothers and daughters all month long. Make sure you check out who's coming on. It's going to be a lot of fun. Look, and join us every week. Make sure you hit that notification bell, subscribe, and look into who's coming. These are wonderful crafters.
And for those who might not know, which Amanda is that?
That would be Amanda Stevens from Pear Blossom Press, who makes the guts for light-up cards. Is that the... Yeah, yay. She and her daughter will be setting us up for the whole month of May with daughters and mothers. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to have to change that one, Mr. Producer, to say thank you, members.
Yep.
Anyway, thank you, members, for keeping us...
I have so much work to do.
keeping us on the air. This show does cost quite a bit of money to run every darn month. I pay out lots of bills. So we are here because they are here to support us, and we thank each and every one of you. Tomorrow we do have a club fun call. It will start at noon Central Daylight Time. It's always a lot of fun. It's a small little group, and we just start craft together. And as Leslie says, we do a little ladies gossiping, but that doesn't mean that we really gossip about anybody at all. We just talk and talk. I don't talk on Sunday, however, because after those calls and this show, because I'm talked out. But thank you, each and every one. We have a lot of extra bonus pod content, including a card exchange and all the things that Mr. Producer is pulling together. You can see more information on craftroulette.live under support our efforts. You can read all about it. Join us. We have a big table. We'd love to have you there. Oh, that confetti means it's time to give away some stuff. This will be the last week for our wonderful March spin sponsors. Thank you guys so much for helping us give away your stuff. First, we always start with a Krog, however, a Craft Roulette original giveaway, a handmade card with an itty bitty gift. If you sent in one of those 473 cards last week, your name is on that spinner. Man, it is really going to town. Good luck to you all. In duck. Quack. We do have a Tuesday show, and we have Decoy Duck. He quacks a lot. Carol Meck. Congratulations, Carol Meck. We're glad to send you a Krog. You do need to contact us using the claim prize form after the spins are done. A Craft Roulette goodie bag can only go to the United States. If you win, however, do let me know, and I will send you a Krog if you're out of the country. Congratulations goes to Marie Stewart. Well done, Marie Stewart. Let me know you're interested in that prize, and we'll get it your way. For a BellaCon 2024 ticket, no swag, but plenty of great teaching and fun times. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Check it out under Bella Craft Publishing. You'll learn more about it. Stephanie K, congratulations. That's like $100 ticket. That is so cool. Very, very happy for you. Make sure you use the same email address that you used to send in your card. Otherwise, we won't recognize you as the winner. My Favorite Things has $50 to give somebody up for a little shopping spree. Who's going to get it?
Did you tell them about the claim price form?
I did.
Okay.
I did. Catherine Taylor. You will love going shopping there, Catherine Taylor. We do have affiliate links, and there are some discounts codes also over on craftroulette.live under associate spin sponsors. And we do appreciate it when you use our affiliate links. It helps us out to support the show even in more fun ways. For a $30 gift certificate to one of our friends, Trinity Stamps, it's going to Lori Van Doon. Congratulations, Lori. We would suggest the Craft Roulette inspired die sets. But you are welcome to get whatever you want. I did notice that Tanisa had posted like some kind of special and embellishments this weekend. So check that out. And then for Whimsy Stamps, a $25 gift certificate is going to Lori Patterson. Congratulations, and thank you, Denise, for being such a great spin sponsor time and time again. You guys are the best. Go over to Claim Prize Forum and make sure you let us know that that you are wanting that. Oh, it's buy two get one free embellishments on Trinity. They're good. I used them tonight. So check that out. And what was I going to say? Heavens, I don't know. But join us next week so that you can get on that spinner winner board, and maybe you will win something from one of our April sponsors. I can't remember right now. I should have written it down, but they're good. They're good, and I will be talking more about them on our Facebook group. Please join us there. On Instagram, please join us there. I won't go anymore. That's enough. I've got the member group, the Facebook group.
Let's bring Sejr back.
Instagram group and this. That's enough. And Sejr, how many places are you on socials?
I'm on Instagram and YouTube, and I believe it's my name. Exactly. It's just Sejr Andersen.
It is. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's Sejr.
Yes. And Andersen with an E and not an O.
You know, it populates before you get to the E in Andersen.
Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. There aren't a lot of you.
No, it really isn't.
No. Well, you made it through another Craft Roulette, sir.
I did. It was a lot of fun, like I expected.
Yeah. Thanks for being brave and blazing the trail there. What do you have coming up? Anything fun?
No, not really. It's just typical every day. Just going to update my YouTube when I do and do some design team work. And but I guess I could just take the opportunity to just thank everyone for just showing up today, and anyone who watches the replay, to just make me feel welcomed and appreciated. It really means a lot, and it's a great reflection on all of you. It shows how amazing you all are, how you make everyone so welcomed, and it's something I say in every one of my process videos with Craft Roulette. You're all like a bunch of little lights that are just creating this huge glow of a community. And
they're glitter fairies.
Glitter fairies is the perfect way of saying it. And I would say that because it's the long weekend, I really hope that this light, the fairy glitter, expands tenfold, and everyone you hang out with this week, they get a piece of that inadvertently, and it just makes for a great long weekend. I really hope you all have a great one.
I do too. Absolutely. Well said, as usual, sir. Let's give our brains a kiss, because, buddy, we did it. You all take care. Stay safe. Happy Easter. Thank you, Chatterbox. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Thank you, Sejr. We'll see you Tuesday on In Review next week with artist Percy Robb. Bye-bye.